Alrighty, hello again, this is Trice Majestus, and we're ready to get back out mining to continue fueling up the Emerald Tablet for the return journey. So without further ado, let's get things rolling and catch up with the rest of the gang.
Wow.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Grace.
Hello.
Dinner done, ready to go back to refuel. Galaxy map, let's try a different one.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Hey, Trace. My OBS issues are even worse than I thought.
How's
They're
that?
overriding my titles.
You have something not set up right.
Yep. You don't set your titles or anything like that through OBS. If you're doing that, you're doing it wrong.
I set it through whatchamacallit,
Then it's
through,
YouTube is
YouTube.
resetting them.
But OBS has this create broadcast bullshit.
Why did you turn that on?
I didn't turn it on.
You
I
have to.
put
You have
stream
to.
in it. I hit stream, and then that automatically gets forced on, and it forces you to.
No, it doesn't. You had to select that.
Oh, Lord.
So go through all your settings, see what you've set up wrong, and get it straightened out.
Yeah, and quit bitching about it.
Anyway, let's see. So I was doing a little calculations during dinner, and at the rate that I'm mining, I will have my carrier filled the last week in June. 1 week before I need it to be.
47 days later, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I already had it figured out.
Yep. And that includes 2 weekends where I do a double stream. Yeah. Each day,
Not
Saturday
an easy
and Sunday.
task.
No, it isn't. Alright, so which one do I go to this time? I'm going to go to that.
And I stand corrected. I told you that the mega ship was 2,000 light years away from Colonia.
Yep.
It's 4,000.
Okay, I have a... let's see.
The one that's selling unlimited tritium.
Oh, okay.
That you can fill your carrier up with.
Oh, okay.
And I verified this with James because that's where he stopped to fill his carrier up.
Oh, cool.
I thought it was just 2,000 light years outside of it. It's not.
Yeah, but 4,000 is not bad. But I was looking today at there's a couple of them only because the actual carrier vendor that's closest to me is Luctane, and 18 or 15.19 light years from Luctane are a pair of carriers that will fill me. And
oh, okay. You're saying carriers. I was talking megaship. One that you can count on being there and not leaving.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's a megaship somewhere?
Because you know as well as I do, carriers can be emptied out and it's like, whoops, done.
Yep, exactly. But there are a bunch of them in the Luctane area. There's like 15 of them that I can reload from.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I'd fill that puppy all the way up to the brim.
If I can, yeah. So I'm hoping they'll be there, or somebody will be there anyway. If not, I'll find that. I'll get the system for that carrier and jump over to that. I'll have plenty of range to do so.
Right.
What's the system that carrier's in?
James?
Oh, hang on. I gotta have a look at the Colonia Bridge. Cancel that.
Filter carriers.
Is that the one that's in Enoch? Tell him to come on.
Go on internet. You can do it.
Okay.
Okay, there is also Zera Station. Oh, wait, that's a hell of a long way. Never mind, we're not going that far.
Where you at? Where you at? Okay. There's one here. Where's it at? I'm posting in Discord. Did that not get the whole damn thing? It didn't, did it? You little wuss.
Okay. I'll just copy you.
Oh, it gave me that's the carrier's name, the Green Star.
Right.
And it has, where does it say? It doesn't say. It has imports mineral oil, exports titanium. Where does it show whether it fills up carriers?
Yeah.
It has a titanium export quantity of 14 tons.
That's titanium, not tritium.
No, that's, sorry, tritium. Export quantity of tritium of 14 tons.
That was the one I went to. So it looks like someone's emptied it out.
I thought they had it in their mouths.
No.
Maybe James cleared it out.
Anyway, I'll worry about that when I start for
Yeah.
the road back.
Right. We'll keep looking, and I'll keep looking. The closer you get to getting ready to rock and roll, we'll start scouring the net.
Yep. So there's probably going to be, quite a few, carriers selling at around 150K per ton, and that's a, even if I have to fill completely up from scratch, that's only 3 billion. So I can afford that. I'll just have to make it back when I get back home. That's all.
Yeah.
All doable. But there's, the stations in the area are selling around 52, 53, but they're all small quantities.
Yeah. Yeah, 70 tons here, 80 tons there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, I think what they ought to do is when it's around a carrier thing like that, they ought to have it up there where you can put some tritium in your damn carrier.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, I don't know what their refresh is. Oh, some of them it's not very good. So I don't know. It will be what it will be, and I'll buy what I can. But when I leave here, I actually did some other computations. I will have sufficient tritium in my carrier to do the full round trip.
Well, yeah, if you want to.
I'll be back here on fumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will have enough to do the full round trip. Now, if I go, so basically, it's only going to cost me a little less than 9,000 tritium to get back to Luctane. So I'm figuring 18,000 tritium. I can get a little over 19 when I'm heading down. But coming back, I'm going to have a lower capacity because I'm going to have the extra modules.
A couple of thousand tons is just.
Yeah, it's a few thousand less tons. So, 15, 16,000 tons for the way back. I'll already have 8 on board. Only need 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I'll have 9 on board. Need 6 or 7, whatever.
Oh, and that 47 days was figuring you only wanted 12,000 tons.
I calculated out.
No, I'm just saying my calculation.
Your calculation.
47 days is based on 12,000 tons.
Right. Mine's based on 18, which I can hold. And includes 2 weekends where both days of the weekend I put in an extra 4-hour stream.
Well, this was just 250. I mean, this was just 2 hours a night.
Right. So this was 2 hours. I calculated mine at 2 hours a night, and I was 17 hours of mining short at 75 tons an hour.
Yeah, because you know as well as I do, you may hit a good spot this time, and the next time it may not be so good.
Right. So I've done everything as conservative, conservative. So I know I can make it. I only actually have to get another 6,000 tons, and I can get there and then buy the rest to get back. So no matter what, I'm going to have enough to get there.
Yeah.
It's just how expensive it's going to be to come back.
It's going to be expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If I have to buy, 18, well, it won't be 18, it'll be about 15. 15, that's going to be about 4.5 billion. So it'll be pricey. And so that just means after I get back to the bubble, I'm going to have to do, so I'll still leave enough on the carrier so that I've got a couple of years worth of, hello Hans, a couple of years worth of maintenance available on it. I'll work my way home, and basically I'll start doing all sorts of different things to make money for a while. Until I can get myself back up to where I have the 329 days, or 329 weeks of maintenance, and then build my own stuff up back to 6 bill again. So I'll be busy. But it is doable, and that's good. I like doable. All right, so let's choose where we're going to mine for the second half of the day.
It's doable. It just ain't going to be no walk in the park.
No, it's a heck of a lot of work. All right, let's go to...
So, Trice, how do it feel to be an Imperial slave, son?
Where did that come from?
A slave to his carrier.
Oh.
Is what he meant.
An Imperial slave.
I'm never going into debt on this, Anthony, so I will not be an Imperial slave. I will just be a downtrodden carrier owner. Little difference there. But
to the Emerald Green, what's the name of the carrier?
The Emerald Tablet, yeah.
Okay, Emerald Tablet. Sold to the Emerald Tablet.
So basically, when I get done, even if I can only mine half of it, right?
Yeah.
I go back, buy what I need to come back out here, do enough mining out here to fill it up. I will still have 7 billion total between the carrier and me.
Oh, okay.
So, I am not, going stretched to the limit here. I just need to mine enough. Literally, I only actually have to mine enough to get back to the bubble. Or not back to the bubble, but back to Luctane.
Boy, I wouldn't trust them carriers, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I mean...
They've let us down before.
They have. But when I get close to that week, if things are not looking like there's refuelable carriers there, I will, you know, there are folks on the fleet owner carrier clubs in the carrier command. You know, saying, you know, I'll say, you know, if somebody's going to be there around this date, I will, you know, be purchasing this much tritium.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And those guys are offering it around 150K per ton, which is
Mhm.
fine. I will do that. I will buy 15,000 tons at 150,000 per ton. Look, Dane, happy to do it on that date.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Don't
that's
say that too loud. I can hear James over there.
if
Hell,
James,
I could hear Cam. Ching 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 ching.
if either of them wants
I'm
to
not
be the
going all
one,
the way out there.
if either of them wants to be there on the, what is it? So second, third, fourth, on the 4th of July, I will be happy to buy from them. No problem. 150K per ton, no problem.
Albeit won't.
It's Chaz that'll more likely be there.
Yeah.
That's
He's
fine.
a money grabber.
I don't know. He hasn't jumped his carrier that far before.
Only one that has is James.
Yeah, and it's like
And
it's like hens
he's like-
picking hen's teeth. He's like, I don't know.
Well, you know, for $3 billion, maybe he will. You know, 150 tons at, you know, 15, yeah, 1,500 tons at 150 per ton, 150,000 per ton. That's $3 billion. You know, if he'll, you know, fill his carrier and jump out there to make $3 billion, no problem. I got no problem spending it.
I think he said that was hard work.
It is hard work. Well, except he doesn't have to mine it because he can buy it around the bubble over the next month and a half at, you know,
Yeah, he
50K a ton.
Pretty good.
And then he's making 100K a ton for just hauling a few. You know, jump to wherever the tritium's being sold, put it on the carrier, head on out.
Yeah.
I can hear the wheels turning.
I click start streaming. It prompts me to manage a broadcast. I close out of that and it just cancels the whole start streaming command. It won't let me start streaming without managing broadcast.
Then you've got some settings set up wrong. And that's it.
Google
They're
it.
set up wrong.
I mean, it's not like you have 100 people watching your stream anyways.
Yeah, that just says your stream settings are wrong. Okay? So if you go up to settings, you go to stream, how is it set up? Mine, I just have a streaming service, a server, and a stream key. Bang, done. That's all I have filled in there. Okay? That's all. There's other ways to set it up, but I've set it up that way so that all my configuration is on YouTube.
Philip ain't doing nothing but fixing to burn up the next computer.
No, what he's probably got a different. He's
YouTube RTMP.
Okay, no.
YouTube.
YouTube/YouTube Gaming.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Philip, how's your cooling where your computer's at?
Cooling?
Then
It's
this.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he just got built himself pretty much a new one, so he's okay. So server is primary YouTube ingest server, legacy RTMP, and then you just get a stream key off of your when you start stream on the YouTube client. Fill that key in. Bang. You're done. And it won't ask you for that other crap. So it'll do it right.
I had that clicked.
And maybe you've got other settings set somewhere. Mine just set up that way, and that's what it does.
Primary YouTube.
I was always told that if anything else fails, go read the directions.
I followed the setup as given on Down to Earth Astronomy's stream for setting it up. So.
And he actually shows you where to click and all that stuff. So maybe you wanted to go watch his video.
So it's it wasn't hard to set up. It just, you know, making sure you just meticulously pay attention to the details. You end up with a correctly set up stream.
Restrict speed as your carrier is far behind you.
Now OBS has come up with a whole bunch of other options and other ways to do it, in which case you have to set those up correctly for how they need to be set up, and I don't know how to do that because I'm using this particular setup. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Wow, you got me really trained well. He said, Dad, now reach down there and pull my landing gear up. Damn it.
Engage.
Charging
You
FTL.
have now departed the no-fire zone.
I'm looking for
We'll
one
see
more
you soon,
Osseous,
Commander.
and in my hand was right down there. You said retract landing gear, and you know I'm flying above the planet, and I just hit the button.
Yeah, he did it. You know, since I got this headset, he's been a lot better. I wouldn't say perfect, because sometimes the mic gets a little out of alignment, and then he doesn't pay any attention to me at all. Now, usually that's going on, and people say, I can't hear you anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, my mic moved.
Fuel scooping.
Oops, went to the wrong material trainer.
Fuel scooping complete.
That happens. I don't even want to know how many times I've done that. Okay, looks like this planet is well. Oh, you know, I bet they sold the data for this system at my carrier. All right. A10 A-ring. Nine, 10. There's 10. I'd love to spend the time to go through this whole system and go look at every planet, but gotta mine, 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 gotta mine, mine, gotta mine, mine. 185 hours of mining to do.
Welcome to the club. That's about what I did going out yonder.
Yeah. I was glad for every ton of help you guys gave me.
That was not fun. Especially after they offered.
Oh man, that was frustrating. I didn't mind it when they
When we first went out there, it was awesome.
yeah, because we were getting a decent amount from the mining. You know, filling up the carrier at a decent amount. Then they had that update where they pooched it. And it's just like, oh my god, it's a slog!
Yeah.
But at
You
least
went
it's
from
back to reasonable.
256 tons every 2 hours down to 100 if you're lucky.
100 if you're lucky, yeah. You know, that last place I was at, I was managing around 75 tons an hour, which is reasonable.
Well, the first hour you had, you were right on par for 256 an hour.
Yeah, then I ran through a bit of a dry
2
spell.
hours. 256 2 hours.
Yep. Yep. And I did 4 hours and got 350 tons. So that averages out to 75 tons an hour. So I'm hoping to find a better mining location than that one. We'll see. Because then that would make things, give me a little bit more safety room. This one I don't think is going to be it. It's got some rather thin rings. I don't see where this one's going to be all that great. But who knows? We'll see.
What kind of tank is on this, do I have on this, Corvette? It's getting, amazing, fuel efficiency.
You do know how to read, right?
Yep.
When you get in the station,
Yeah, I
go
know.
look at your modules. I mean, it's not like any of us here could sit there and summons your ship to tell us.
What's the guess? A 5 or a 6?
Surface scanned by 50%.
Well, I don't think I got efficiency on that one. Messed the pattern up too badly.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, I did get it. Cool.
You're mapping the planet? Oh yeah, because you have the rings and stuff.
Oh yeah, since I'm here, I need to map the ring. I'm mapping the
Planet as well.
planet as well, yeah.
Surface scan complete.
Alright, let's see. Void opal, tritium, granditerite, void opal, alexandrite, tritium, alexandrite. Cool. So these two tritiums are close to each other in distance. Let's see where they are. There's a double alexandrite there. Not that I need that. There's one tritium. There's another tritium. Okay, so the tritiums are not doubled up. Okay. Well, this is the tritium I'm at, so this is the tritium I'm gonna mine. And we'll continue to look through these other places for doubles as we go along. Because a double would really help me.
I should have known there'd be a DDDB, a Tritium only find the best stations link. You see that? Thank you, Mr. Bagels. up. I don't know what it
Red alert.
Acknowledged. Preparing for combat.
It's too far away to get that. I think I see some orange over here. Boy, this is one thin ring. Oh my goodness.
Programming limpet drone.
I don't know that this is going to be a good place to go at all. But we'll see. Who knows? It might be fabulous.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Well, that's not a fabulous rock.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Tritium 1. Okay.
Asteroid scan complete.
2 tritium surface deposits.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Anthony, I don't like you.
What did he do this time?
Well, he come in here, I was doing just fine. Then he come in here and he says, guess what I'm doing? And I said, eating. No, I'm
Programming
fixing
limpet
something.
drone.
And now I'm sitting here thinking, damn it, grilled cheese ham and
Prospector
sandwich
limpet failed.
would sound really good about now.
Prospector limpet engaged.
But he's probably right.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
It's a wonder all of us in this room hasn't got fat just from listening to him.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
And hello, Hans.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Hans.
I think I missed you, but I'm sorry.
No, I've been here.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Monkeying around with my
Programming limpet drone.
machine.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Nothing unusual. Although I do have a 36 light year. Oh, wait. Is it? No, jump.
Asteroid scan
I have
complete.
a 31 light year jump range. Not
Programming
bad
limpet
for
drone.
red and blue.
Mine's 43.
Prospector
Yeah.
limpet failed.
Mine was 40. Back when I was using it for cargo running.
Prospector limpet engaged.
For some
Programming
reason,
limpet drone.
at bare bones,
Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
I do have a fighter bay on board though. Maybe that's causing something.
And mine's A-rated. There is no D's except for watch.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete.
Whoa!
Failed.
I got a system just like Mr. Philip did last night. With the binary pair.
Oh yeah.
Prospector limpet engaged.
But I missed
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector
Well,
limpet
that's a little
engaged.
better.
Asteroid scan complete.
Power to shields.
Routing power to shields.
Power to engines.
Routing power to engines.
Power to shields.
Routing power to shields.
Power to weapons.
Routing power to weapons.
What you doing, man?
Asteroid depleted.
Oh, a double loop of shame. I don't believe it.
You're gonna have to stop watching Trace. You're trying to outdo him.
Oh, that's. I'm still monkeying. I kept getting them stupid beep beep notifications from Discord every time someone would do something. I finally got it off. Finally.
Prospector
Yeah, you
limpet
just go at the top of the
What?
Discord thing.
Yeah,
and
well,
turn
every now and then
notifications.
it resets itself. I gotta go through and turn all that crap off. Emails and this.
Asteroid
and
scan
that.
complete.
Oh wait, I need to go back to the engineer to raise the level though, right? Don't gain experience.
Don't do what?
Yes.
Gain experience if by
And another thing, you don't want to do your experimental until you got grade 5, do you, Trace?
They fixed that. It doesn't
Did
matter
they?
when you get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, most
Okay.
of mine are.
I didn't know if they fixed it or not. There for a while, if you did it, and then when you leveled up on it, you lost it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you lost your special effect
Yeah.
every time
Yep.
you leveled up? Oh,
Yep.
that's tough.
That must have been a new bug. That wasn't the case before my computer blew up.
I don't know. I thought it was before my time, but I don't know.
And we'll all go down together.
Surprised at that.
I ain't afraid of no fines, buddy. Get out of my way. Oops, sorry.
Get out of my way. Bang. Sorry.
No, I don't care about.
There my count.
As long as
Who's
the
afraid of
station
those
don't-
fines?
As long as the station don't shoot back, I don't care.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Hey, while nobody's chatting, let me ask a question. Well, I need the serious permit, and I'm the CO now doing all these. I'm up to lieutenant now. But will the serious permit come with constantly running missions for the Sirius Corporation out of here?
Yes.
I gotta do something else eventually.
No, you can do it off the Sirius Corporation off of there.
Okay.
You won't be getting any Fed or Empire rank when you're doing it for Sirius, because Sirius is independent.
Asteroid scan complete.
So if
yeah, but I'm allied on everything here.
Right.
And I split them up anyway. I was thinking.
Right, you take whatever you can get. Sometimes you're getting Imperial rank, sometimes you're getting Fed rank, sometimes you're getting Sirius Corp rep.
Well, whenever I take the cash in the federal ones, I always go for the rep.
I'll do the same thing for any Sirius ones, because reps what gets you friendly with.
Right, that's what I'm doing. I'm already allied.
Well, if you're allied with them, that should be it.
Then it don't matter, right? Then I can just keep.
You either have the permit or you need to go somewhere closer. There should be a Sirius permit mission somewhere.
That's what I'm asking. I haven't come across it yet.
It won't be there. It'd be in a
permit since I've been here. Places I never heard of. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Akanar. You got. You might have Sol. So you can check your permits see if you.
I got 12 different ones, and none of them are serious.
Okay.
Well, that's
hey,
you
Castle.
You got a permit mission. Hello, Castle.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you just have to head over somewhere near Sirius.
I'll get the invite.
Asteroid scan
No.
complete.
No,
Now
you got
You
to.
have to find the permit.
But I won't find a permit mission here. I have to go to the Sirius territory
Somewhere
somewhere.
like one or two
Somewhere
systems from
nearby.
Sirius. Yeah.
I'm not allowed into it. So.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute, I'm looking to see if it tells you.
I think I just saw it.
And for all I know, it may eventually appear out there. I don't know.
Yeah,
But there's a bit.
Leave this
they
log
showed
out,
up.
log back in.
Yeah.
Asteroid depleted. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Where you say you're at?
Right now I'm in CO. New
Yeah,
Dawn Station.
that's where you earn it. You can.
I'll wait for it
at
to come
Beck,
around.
You
It hasn't
go to
come up yet.
AVIK or CEOS or HIP 8396 or Luton. So, yeah, you're in the right spot. Probably log out, log back in. Sometimes it doesn't register until you do that.
It just hasn't come up yet.
Right.
Random.
But I thought when you said where you was at, I thought, well, that's the system.
Collector limit expired.
Yeah, it should be.
Programming limpet drone.
And influence is only good if I'm in power play, right?
Prospector limpet.
I never really did.
Influence is good for changing how the different factions in the system relate to each other.
Engaged.
Which,
Are meaningless to me as I can imagine.
right.
Asteroid
It's something like
scan
in your, what are those, BGSs?
Programming limpet drone.
Yeah,
It's personal groups, they get together and they go in and they'll hammer on somebody with influence
Yeah,
and stuff.
Astro's always
Yeah.
hammering on about his.
Right, to take control of the system.
Well, Astro's got one, Rusty's got one. I don't know if he's done anything with it for a while, but, and then the Burr Pit's got one.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Well, the other things you can do with that is if you want to, a certain faction to come into power in a system, you could, you can start mucking with the influence of the different factions in the system to get that to occur.
At least at this stage. I'm not out to rule the galaxy. I'm still trying to get my Corvette.
Well, yeah, but if you say you need a system to be in a state of war, right?
Yeah.
You can do some things with influences versus certain things to bring the factions close enough together that they will go to war with each other.
Right.
So you can literally cause wars by shifting influence.
Prospect limpet failed.
And there's a lot of math involved in that. I haven't paid enough attention to it that I know the math.
Prospect limpet engaged.
27, that's not bad.
It's too much simpler just to look for a
Asteroid
system
scan
of war.
complete.
Yeah.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Who's cooking? James, stop looking at the girly pictures.
Playing War Thunder and this guy, little boat and my big boat. So I apologise. So he started to shoot me. And he carried on shooting me. So I turned the ship. So that he was. I rolled his boat over.
Oh my god.
And then I stopped. So then he came back and shot me again. So this time I rolled him over and underneath my.
Well, you did give him a couple chances there. You're not a... I thought you were looking at girly pictures sitting there.
I don't think giggling is the proper response.
Well, it depends. If you've seen some of these clothes that they're coming out now to wear, it's like...
Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed.
Politically correct or not, there are some people that should never ever go near spandex. I don't care.
Asteroid scan complete. Collector limpet expired.
You sit in front of Walmart, exit doors, you still a lot of humpback whales coming out there with spandex on.
It's being nice!
Oh, Lordy!
And Anthony's sitting there in the pickup, kicked back, going, humpback whale, humpback whale.
Sun hit it just right, you can see right through them and see all that road map.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh.
Not the picture I wanted to imagine.
Well, have you ever seen one when they walk? It looks like waves.
I've seen that too.
Collector limpet
Look like a wave in a hurricane.
Programming limpet drone.
All the sailboats. Every last
We ate dinner already.
That's what I said. Don't care. Some folks should stay plumb away from spandex.
Hell yeah. I see, include my ex-sister-in-law.
Duct tape, at least it would hold it in.
Drop right on top of Todd the Blaster.
Well, if you dropped on top of him, he's liable to just blast you.
They're not gonna be too happy about it either. I'm in a damn Corvette. There isn't much room.
My
Collector
ex-wife
limpet
took the
expired.
house bend over and kill every plant in the house.
Oh, good God. know there's more room on the outside, but some of them should just be kept on the inside.
No, I used to hold my mouth
Programming
on her at
limpet
all.
drone. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
Collector limpet expired. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
I have myself.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
All right.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
Yeah. Oh, it's right.
Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Collector limpet expired. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Do this one.
Asteroid scan complete. Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone.
There we go.
Prospector limpet
High
failed.
grade. Map. Now, what
Prospector
experiment
limpet
was
engaged.
on a multi-
Another granditerite core. How?
Asteroid scan complete.
It's my favorite. been so long since I've looked. What's any of this pay? With a big head, huh?
Iron Dinnerite's about 450k a ton.
Yeah.
It depends on where you sell it.
Well, obviously, but
Yeah.
that's about half of what it was last time I was really into mining.
Yeah, it used to be up here. What was it, 800-900?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, do you
That
know
and Alexandrite used to pay over $1 million, but you had to go like 600 light years to sell it.
Yeah. What, Phil?
the corrosive shell mod good?
Never used it.
Yeah, but you only use it once. It doesn't stack, and it's good for softening the armor of your enemy ship.
Oh, it doesn't stack, so just the initial fire basically?
No, it doesn't stack. So if you have one gun or you have 10 guns, it's only as good as one gun. So you only ever put it on one of your multi cannons. You don't put it on, say, 10.
There's a lot of them. A lot of the multi-cannon mods, you basically just want to mix a bunch of them in.
Yeah. Where's the shields good? At least I found.
Well, these when a player uses them against another player, it definitely works on shields, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'm just saying I mix them up a little, like augmented and heavy duty and thermal.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone.
It's just numbers.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
You have the best numbers in the world, and then in real life your thumb slips off the trigger, so what good is it?
Or if you can't hit your target.
Engaged.
Well, I didn't want to know
Asteroid scan complete.
It's like,
that
that's like I'm
category
sitting
for
here
sure.
going,
Prospector
Philip
limpet
has got,
failed.
I imagine he's got long range, right, Philip?
Yep.
And if he misses and hits an innocent guy behind, he's in deep doo-doo.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Collector limpet
I'm more
expired.
suicidal in my approach. It's hard to miss when you're slamming
close.
noses with them, yeah.
If you're really angry, you ram.
That's what shields are for. Yeah,
Programming limpet drone.
and I don't mind using them.
Programming limpet drone.
I usually don't ram them, but they do me.
But I'm more of the rammer than a rammy. That's usually when I use the plasmas, is I'm making contact with your hull.
Usually they get tired of between Trace and I, and then it's like they just give up, and then all they want to do is ram into the side deck. It's like, come on.
Oversized. That's what I want. Need 2 more mechanical components.
So, I got home about 10 o'clock last night.
Oh no.
And
Do tell.
me and my
Yeah.
wife stayed.
Give me
and
all
my
the
wife stayed up
details.
to about 4 in the morning. We both stayed up, and that's odd for my wife. But she got hung up on this new game called City Skylines.
I own that.
Me too. You get lost in that thing quick.
She was up there, she complained about the controls and the mouse. But then she finally got it right, with the boss and all that stuff. And I just watched that city just go from shitty and then back up to nuts to something. So we'll learn how to play it as we go.
Mm-hmm.
And she stayed up at 4 o'clock in the morning
Prospect
playing. I was like, this is
engaged.
hard for her. Normally 4 o'clock, she been in the wind for 5 hours by that time.
Asteroid scan complete.
Good.
And guess what? And she just sat down. Guess what she's ready to crank up?
You'll be streaming in no time.
Prospect
A lot of people are streaming that right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a civil engineer who plays that game
Yeah,
a
he's
lot.
real good.
Yeah.
I subscribe to him.
Right, says the civil
the
engineer
guys.
plays that game a lot.
Yeah.
And he streams.
Prospect limpet engaged. Asteroid scan.
Yeah, that would be hellacious with Anthony on the sideline narrating it. Oh.
Well, we learned. Well, we found out that it was bad.
Oh, Lord.
I thought that would be pretty obvious, but I guess
Yeah.
a lot of-
Shit running downhill.
Oh,
You
it
hear
does.
that?
No, it backs up. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw it. We caught that.
Completed.
It's wiping out one of my fishing communities. You got fishing set up yet?
No, we ain't got that far yet. Well, she ain't got that far yet, because I ain't playing it right now.
Make sure you're way upstream before you launch your first boat, 'cause they're very.
And the turd fish. They had a crime spree going
Yield
on
go
at
down.
these stations.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
This
it's pretty cool actually.
This game is pretty darn cool. I got that picture on there because
What's it doing?
Collector limpet expired.
people are pissed. I guess they got
Running
like
limpet
this.
drone.
Look.
What do the houses look like?
She
Are
gotta
they
hide
abandoned?
She got no, they ain't abandoned. She gotta hide a man for homes. Russell Ford
Yep. Make sure you're in the power zone before you put them low residential housing on each other.
Well, we're okay. We haven't heard. Ah, shit yet.
Shit, you ain't lying. Look, we had a whole lot of people to come to figure out why they all getting traffic jams. Well, they're all coming into the town. So one way in.
Oh Lord!
That'll do it. But keeps the tourists stuck though. They spend all their money.
I've been having a ball watching her play it.
They give it a different definition of a one-way street now, wouldn't it?
I ain't lying. I tell you what, the graphics are pretty darn good.
Yeah, you know to pause it when you do a lot
Yeah.
of.
Mhm.
You know, all right.
Yeah, we've been pausing it.
Collector limpet
Especially
expired.
because you don't got nothing in there yet.
Yeah. What map are you using?
The Lost, what is it? San Vegas?
Huh.
San Vegas? Oh, I wonder that's
You should get it. You want to be amazed? Get on the Steam Workshop. For
Oh
that
yeah,
game.
I got them there today.
Oh my God.
They got
They got
There's
all
some
sorts of
safe
maps.
engineers.
and mods and
Yeah.
I got up there because I had to download a mod because we didn't like the mouse, the control, and it was hard to move around on the map. So now we can just hold the right button and then just stroll on over.
Moving on over.
It's a pretty cool game though, you know,
It
especially
is.
when you zoom down. I didn't know it was that much graphics into it. We zoomed down to the town to, you know, get a close up.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
can
getting out
follow
of the
somebody.
car.
Yeah, if you can follow somebody right down the street. Yeah.
Yeah, getting out the car, going in the house.
Oh,
just close
you shouldn't
everything.
have told him that, Hans. He'll be people peeping.
Trying to peep in someone's window.
You know, police station there, I might get arrested.
Yeah.
You can't connect them? Or you're did the street wrong. Maybe they're too close together. I told her I was gonna fly my anaconda to her town and red alert.
There you go.
Yeah, she'll give you a red alert, all right. Right upside the side of your face. Whack!
You ain't lying. What are them people fussing about?
You and your red alert, probably.
You ain't lying. I don't know. She told me she was trying to get me to play it, but I ain't got it on my computer. I have Sim City. Which
They're
is
somewhat
The
similar.
new Sim City sucks though.
Yeah, I only got one of them. The very last one they made, Sim City.
Programming liquid drone.
Master. 2013 it came out.
Yeah, they tried to make it Sim City that was always online.
Oh,
Man, I
Lord.
heard about that.
Imagine how that went.
That would come. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Only get one shot per time around. This is annoying.
It's already a two-lane road. There's a lot of DLCs in this game too.
Yeah, I got 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
I was I was the typical Steam. The game was on sale for like $6, so
Oh wow.
I bought that. But then of course I had to buy
Yeah.
$30 worth of DLCs. So you know how that goes. They see me coming. They know the deal.
I will get
Kinda
it. I will
sounds-
get it. I'll mess with it.
Kind of sounds like Flight Simulator 2020.
Or train or the
Buy
train
the
simulator.
individual's airports that you want. We'll just give you one.
Yeah.
You know I had that game, Train Simulator.
Yeah.
They ain't never make another one. I'm surprised they made another one of them.
I
Oh, no. Oh,
think
why
there
would they
is.
need to? There's a million different DLCs that you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's just like plane. It's just like the plane simulator.
Oh, you done pulled a Philip? Hey, look,
No.
Philip. Hey,
I
Philip.
avoided it.
Guess what? She
What?
can't build no more roads. She broke. She's broke. She ain't got no money.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not good.
There's
You
a
gotta
setting.
make
There's a setting for it.
Yeah,
You
I
can
saw
do-
that when you can set, you could, like you got too much cost for it in your city facilities.
No,
and
I'm
stuff.
saying when you launch the game, there's an unlimited credits box. Check, click if you want.
It's like the old money hack.
Oh.
Money
Yeah, it's
code
unlimited money,
city. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and you can unlock all the achievements at once too.
Saw that.
There's a lot of
So-
stuff you can do.
I do it the vanilla way.
Yeah,
The
I-
vanilla one?
I usually do stuff like that first, unlimited, so I don't care. I can get a feel for the game and trash it and do whatever I want. And then once I get it down, then I go for the honest way.
Challenge. Yeah, okay. See, when I build a city, it's gonna be a disaster.
You got to think small. Don't overthink it. Don't try to go too big at once.
Yeah, that's my way of playing it.
Well, that's my problem, you know.
Hers too. Build faster than you can make the money.
I don't want a dinghy. I want a yacht.
Oh, be nice.
I tell you one thing, the buildings and stuff that come up there, they're realistic looking buildings.
Yeah. Yeah, some of those guys.
Yeah.
Collector limpet expired.
I was gonna get me one of those for the bridge building, but it was too arcadey.
And what? They had
Oh,
one?
Polybridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, shh.
Programming limpet drone.
You ever been up in the place?
Programming limpet drone.
Real wonky.
In a real plane or in your plane?
In a real plane.
Oh yeah.
She was talking about her streets looking wonky. I said, shoot, you get in a real plane and go up, you see a whole lot of wonkiness, especially in the countryside.
Well, yeah, in the countryside, but usually in your cities, unless they put those roundabouts and you got a curve around the old house because the old man wouldn't sell the property. It's pretty straight.
That old man that wouldn't build a
Hope you
house.
can't hear that.
Well, the only reason why I'm saying that is because you guys do realize Disney down there in Florida, Disney World, Disney, whatever you want to call it, there's a private home in the middle of that thing because they didn't want to sell the property.
That's hilarious.
Really? For real?
For
Yeah.
real.
I did not know that.
So they built the amusement park around it. I imagine, they probably drove them nuts, all them kids screaming and hollering, and, all the noise and crap.
Noise.
But, he's sitting there, anytime he wants to sell it, he can fairly well just name his price because,
Suppose you haven't rubbed
Disney's
them out
not
yet.
going to let just anybody come in there and buy it.
Prospector limpet failed.
They tried to block the homeowner in where he couldn't get out, and he went to court and bought one for an easement right to get out of his place. And since it's a private company like that, even though it does do a lot of stuff for the public,
Prospector limpet
they couldn't
failed.
intimate domain it on them. I thought it was pretty hilarious.
Prospector
Yeah,
limpet
well,
engaged.
they might be losing their ability to govern that
Programming limpet
place.
drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
There's another place I can't remember. It's sort of like that happened like that. I think it was in Oklahoma City. I think it's pretty hilarious when the private landowners muff up their deal. But then again, you have it where, it doesn't matter what the landowner says, government comes in. Intimate domain, whether you like it or not. This old boy in Catoosa, he had a beautiful ranch. It's probably about 2,000 acres and split. Didn't have no section line roads or anything. It was pristine, one package deal. And there's a power plant there, and they needed a railroad spur through there. Guess what?
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
He had them in court years.
Programming limpet drone.
Finally, they pulled that ace card. Intimate domain. And it was fun. We take pot shots at us all the time.
Collector limpet expired.
One time I was opening the gate for the boss so he could drive through there, and he shot and he hit a fence post about 8 foot away from me, and I kind of looked up there at him. I said, "Stop, man, I'm just trying to make a living." I said, "Your problem's with the state, not me." His wife come out on the porch and said, "That was a girl you about shot," and boy, she whopped his ass.
Probably would have gotten your own gun and shot right back.
play that game? Here's some return fire, and I won't miss. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one of them catch-22s because he shot me from on his property. If I'd have shot back, then yeah.
Well, if you were on your property when you shot back.
Wasn't my property though.
Oh, okay.
It was the, well, it was the road construction's contractor's property until they built the bridge, and then it became the state's, which then became the electric company.
Right.
But it's one of them things, yeah, you know. It took about 6 months. I finally got him to be a friend of mine. I said, I understand. And I said, I don't think it's right, but, you know, I can refuse to work on the bridge. But somebody else, they'll just get somebody else.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
So I kind of looked around and I thought, oh, you could use a concrete driveway here and concrete pad over there. And so I talked to the boss, and he says, you wanting to build him that stuff after he took a pot shot at you? And I said, hey.
Maybe we do this, he won't shoot at us.
Yeah. So I went and talked to him and his wife. I talked to his wife first. She seemed more friendly of the two. I told her what I had in mind. She was like, so we built a concrete driveway, probably 50 foot long. 20 foot wide.
You overcharge him?
Didn't charge him a dime.
It's on the
What the
state.
hell are you talking about?
I scratch you back, you don't shoot me.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if the state complained and said, hey, you know, you didn't have people out here to protect us, we did what we needed to. It cost you this much, at least
I mean, you could understand the man's point of view, just
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at his as his property, you know, and you could understand the frustration. I mean, it's like I tell them, I said, yeah, I'd probably be shooting at people too if they'd done the same thing to a piece of property I had. But I said, when they intimate domain, I said, that is the most nastiest word they ever invented. When they invented that word, it screwed the private landowners.
Yep.
And it very seldom can you fight it. Sometimes you can.
Yeah, if they want to build a highway in your property, oh well.
Well, they try to go one side or the other side, unless you own like he did a big old massive amount of land.
Yeah.
They
And
gotta
it's
go
going to
through
cost
somewhere.
more to go around it than through it. But if they can move a road over 20 or 30 feet, they'll make it. This old boy had a piece of land we were building a bridge in Arkansas. It was like 2 foot wide at one end, and it went up to about 30 foot wide at the other end, and it laid along the side of the road from a county road to the river. It wasn't even, I don't even think it was 2/10 of an acre. He got 98,000 for that land. And this is back in the 80s. Piece of property should have brought probably 3,000 maybe for like. He got 98,000. I said, man, yes, if you lucked out, you could run to the bank, cash out that check. What do they think about it?
Yeah, but they changed their mind.
those things, if they say, no, I don't want you to do that, no, I don't want you to do that. So, okay, give me a price.
Programming leakage.
Well,
That's
what it
not
was
enough.
it was just like an access for us to get my crane down. And then after it was all said and done, the company came down here, and when we were moving out, I said, you know, you guys could really win a lot of brownie points if you ever have to come back here.
Engaged.
If you'll just give that section of land back to their lord.
Asteroid scan
I
complete.
said, you can't do nothing with it. State can't do nothing with it. I guess they deeded it back to him.
Oh, that was nice. And unusual.
That's where I worked, though. I mean, there was nothing we could do with it once the bridge was done.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't enough land there for the state to do anything with it. They'd have to maintain it, which they probably wouldn't.
Right. And so he got his money in the land too.
Hell of a deal. Oh, build
But I
another
was-
bridge. Do it again.
But I was, you know, I always tried to keep the landowners happy. I mean, jeez. You'd be surprised at how many fish fries and barbecues I was invited to. Hell, it got to where I'd go fishing on the weekends and just take them up to this house, and you know, they'd clean them and put them in the freezer. Then ever so often they'd holler, "Hey, fish fry!"
Hey, Atlantis.
Hello, Lennox.
Hiya, Len.
I got no idea which way I'm going anymore.
There. There.
Got myself all
Great
turned around here.
5 long distance oversized multi cannons. Well done.
How long will it be before he gets his hind end in trouble with them long range ones?
I've used them before. Not like I never used them before.
Programming leakage.
Did you not watch when Trace had his? He was always very, very careful because
Hey, Kenny.
those hello, Kitty. Those security guys get in between you and that pirate, and you shoot. You hit the pirate. You hit the good guy. They forget all about him and come after you.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
He was all the time saying, "Guys, gotta be careful with these birds."
They already try to touch somebody a long ways away.
Gives a new concept to reach out and touch somebody. And come on, Phil, we all know you.
Prospector limpet engaged.
We went fighting, and Trace already had a wing of 3 to fight.
Asteroid scan.
And what'd you do? You picked on another wing of 3.
Failed.
And so therefore we had 6 to fight.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Thrusters on a Corvette are interesting. They're the most sluggish things in the world until they're not.
Asteroid depleted.
They're like
This I don't know, I'm making about 75 now. Oh, bang!
Bang your nose.
The shields were down 33%.
ouch. You parked on your carrier when you first got there.
Oh, did If he just knocked his shields down to 33%, he's still at 100% hull.
That's why I got these shields. They'll be up in a moment. I was going one way, the asteroid was going the other. Oops.
And smacked you.
Oh yeah. I've not had very good luck with these spinny asteroids with tritium.
It's a shame you can't slow them down.
Well, he tried using his ship, but that just didn't work.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
For some reason, that just don't work. Yeah.
But no matter how big or small the asteroid is, ships don't affect him.
Because the mass of the asteroid outweighs the mass of the ship.
Tried stopping a pebble. It really doesn't matter how small an asteroid is. Ships don't affect them.
No kidding.
It's one of the few very unrealistic things in this game.
Nope. You get those little floaty pebbles out there, you hit them with a ship, they go spinning off.
Really?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since forever.
I tried doing that back when we
Oh,
were
wait. I think your little tiny pebbles, I think you guys are talking about two different tiny pebbles.
Could be.
He's just talking about small asteroids. You're talking about just
small
little bitty pieces of rock.
Yeah, I'm talking about small asteroids.
Oh god, small asteroid is... Damn it.
We're talking about an asteroid the size of a small car compared to a big spaceship.
A big spaceship, which is mostly air. Come on! Spaceships are not actually all that heavy, unless they're completely filled with cargo.
Have you ever been in a boat, Philip?
Yeah.
Have you ever hit something solid?
No,
it
I
pushes
can't
the boat
say it.
away.
Yeah, but that's just floating. We're talking about
You're
ship
talking-
with thrusters and stuff. And mass. Actual mass. Momentum-based mass.
Have you ever seen what they use to protect a ship from a dock?
Nope.
Little tiny balls of air. Why?
Oh.
Because a ship is in the water. And guess
Yep.
what? It don't take much to stop it. Against when you're pressing against a solid object. You just want something that's going to be strong enough rubber, ain't going to pop or dent your hull.
Or scratch your paint.
That's right. Well, that's why they use the rubber things. So it's the paint. It does not take whole tons of force to stop big object when it's on water.
Or in space.
Collector limit expired.
But please entertain us the next time you go mining.
Expired.
Keep trying to bat them around.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
I can't remember if it was Yellow or who. He had that Type 9 and he hit an asteroid. He boosted and hit it.
That
Kinda
must be
moved it.
yellow. I don't have a type
I
9.
Well, I didn't say you. I said I didn't know if it was Astro or
Oh, well,
Cody or.
Yeah, you ain't gonna push it anyway. It's way too much mass.
Yeah.
And even the smallest asteroids outmass these ships by a considerable margin.
Well, all you gotta do is pull your cutter up here and then take a picture from outside. I mean, the asteroid, most of them are bigger than, or at least almost. And it'd be like if you're swimming and you're trying to push something that's heavier than you are in the water, it pushes you away, not it. But yeah, I never was trying to push asteroids away. I was trying to mine them.
I'm talking about one so small you really can't mine.
Even the smallest ones fill up mass of shit considerably. They're solid. Not only that, they're solid and heavy. You know, tritium, okay? Tritium is what's it, well, no, that wouldn't be tritium. Still heavy. It's not like titanium or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you look.
But that's like those crystal shards. You know, you should be able to run your SRV into them and just bust them.
Oh,
But you
as
can't.
long as the sharp pieces don't hit you. They'll cut right through it in SRV.
That's
Like
because
tin.
of the mesh and the texture. They didn't get it right. It wasn't rendered properly. Or even the plants that we scanned. You hit some of these things with your SRV and it does hull damage. It's like, what?
Yeah,
It
that's
should
kinda
just
odd.
smash those things apart and send them flying. But no, it does damage to your SRV.
Yeah.
So Phil, how much engineering did you get done on your suits?
None. I have increased sprint speed on one. On the Maverick.
That was already engineered into it, wasn't
Don't need that in your Maverick.
No, I know.
it? You need that on your Optimus.
Optimus.
Yep.
Running around the planets.
Yeah.
Especially with you out there scanning plants, eating all them damn Twinkies. I noticed that your little guy there, he goes,
Yeah.
Themes up his hill.
Landed on the Type 6. Lined up.
Well, I'd have to see where he was, see where he was, see who had the right of way. 'Cause I know that you were your way
I don't
in
even
out
know
of
the
places.
rules.
something slow, I would have blown my E10.
Where was you at?
Right, back in the other side, like the track.
Okay, now here's your question. That guy was coming out and you were going in, right?
No, we were both going in. I was first, and he comes
Doesn't mean
right
nothing.
under me.
You probably had permission. You should have been in a queue.
I had permission.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't have
So did
auto-dock that deters you. You have to watch the other people. I think Mr. Trice gave you a lesson in how to look at that radar to see if you could go or not.
That's what shields are for.
Damn
also-
right.
They also find you if you're not the one going in correctly.
Nah,
Yep.
a mere pittance.
Programming limpet drone.
Well, yeah, it is a pit.
Prospect to limpet.
I
Don't
don't-
give him any idea.
I don't bend over for a quarter. You think I'm paying? You
Whoa!
think I'm paying $100?
boy!
Whoa!
Prospect to limpet
I was-
engaged.
Boy!
I heard what you said, but I knew what you meant.
Asteroid
Oh!
scan complete.
Snap pillow!
Prospect to limpet failed.
Damn.
He's with you.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
So enjoy it.
Oh, it's not bad.
Worked
I
50
understand
years
what you
for it.
meant by it, but boy, that can interpret several things.
All of them very wrong.
There ain't a lot of ankle grabbing going on around here, if that's what you prefer.
I didn't refer. I just said it could be an interpreted. You gotta understand, we do have Anthony in here.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, you knew what I was talking about.
I'm sure he did.
But that don't stop him from taking it to the next level.
I didn't hear it though. He said wife run out of power in the city.
She don't, her roads ain't big enough. She run out of powder,
You got one of them brownouts
buddy.
going on?
out of money.
You set a plan for 120%. Will that do anything?
It'll blow it up in a couple of years.
Bad, I'll take it.
Limpet engaged.
Yeah, nuclear holocaust.
But that's the budget, though.
Asteroid scan complete.
Oh, hell, just be off money.
Turn the budget
Keep
up.
charging.
Yeah, it just carried the budget up, right?
Yeah.
He said it only carried the budget up. Hey, he plays it.
Collector limpet expired.
Han.
Programming
I mean,
limpet
Han,
drone.
he said what?
Asteroid depleted.
You're just not going to make any money. You got to balance the budget against the taxes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hell, that sounds too much like
That's
government.
if
Screw
you
that.
if you're spending more than you're making, that's why your city's going good.
Actually, it's green.
But it's an American thing. We're used to that.
Programming limpet drone.
We tried to build a pot. We tried to get you some power.
Prospect to limpet failed.
Hey, Hans, can you build more than one power plant?
Oh, sure.
He said you can build more than one power plant.
As long as you got the materials and the money to type.
I don't know which ones you have access to. There's a bunch of them.
He's only
The
got
sol-
he's only got,
Asteroid
The big
scan
solar one's
complete.
nice.
she only got access to
Well, hell, she's gonna destroy the world then.
Yeah.
You gotta level up. There's coal and there's oil and solar and there's nuclear and then you can build a dam too. Hydropower.
Hydro's good.
And then there's a couple of there's one that floats offshore somewhere and it makes power somehow.
That's a wave action.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of difference.
Gotta go take the cake out of the oven.
I love the one that they've got in Hawaii. They got a geothermal, but it's not actually, it's not geothermal, it's aquathermal.
Yeah.
They also have a geothermal.
But
Iceland got lots of that.
Iceland has lots of that, but Hawaii has what's called an aquathermal because of how steep that mountain is down in, and so they just run this gigantic tube way down to the bottom of the Pacific, and it the hell is that? Anyway, that's weird.
That's clever.
Yeah, and so basically they've got it where, you know, the temperature difference between the bottom of the Pacific and the surface is creating electric power.
Where Kilauea is, it had its problems back in 2018. The geothermal plant that they had there got covered up with lava.
Collector limpet expired.
And they're not for certain that that didn't really cause it because they had 10 wells drilled, but they only had permits for 8.
Oh, jeez. Whoopsie.
And they were drilling through what?
The mantle.
Yeah.
Right.
Into the fault.
Mm-hmm.
And
weakening it.
Volcanic rock is not that stable. What I love is they had those geothermal plants out in California. Guess where they're at? Along the Madrid, or not Madrid, the San Andreas fault line. It's like, that's asking for some shit. But you look up any of those geothermal plants in the United States, and they're built right on a fault line, right next to a volcano.
Well, pretty much any of the geothermal plants in the world.
That's good for trouble.
Yep.
But hey, so most of your nuclear plants in California.
Yeah, that's a bit brave.
But I did see something they did there in Hawaii. I don't know if I would have wanted to be the person on the dozer, but it showed them not even 24 hours later or whatever.
Oh God, yeah.
They had a dozer clearing roads and making roads over the newly formed lava, and I'm like, you don't know how deep that shit is.
Well, you also don't know the tubes underneath it. I saw one where they messed up. They lost the guy barely got out before the dozer went down. But basically, the dozer broke through the top of a lava tunnel.
They didn't know how deep that stuff was and if it was stable or not. They just went to putting that blade down on that D9, and it's like, oh, don't do that. You may be able to get away with that.
Few times.
Is that a
but
10?
Yeah, but when it screws up, you can't go get it back because it's just melted.
Yep, that's the one job I wouldn't want. About the first time they said, we need you to take that D9 dozer over there and get off the block. What? I don't think your bank account's big enough. Because I am a firm believer, you mess with Mother Nature and she's going to get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I was watching a TikTok video the other day. A couple of dozers shoving a huge rock off the top of a hill.
Oh God, that can only end wrong.
It went down the hill.
Oh yeah, what did it run
And
over at
what
the
did it
bottom?
wipe out?
I don't know. Don't know where they were trying to send it to. Fun rolling down the hill. Big pointy rock. It's about 3 times the height of the dozers.
Programming
shoving
limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Bless you.
Prospector
I had
limpet
to cough.
engaged.
Oh,
Not a
okay.
sneeze. Just a little
Oh.
cough.
Asteroid scan
Back to the cough.
complete.
Yeah. I'll second that one.
This is why I don't have a higher jump range than I thought I should have. I have 3 cargo racks on board.
Yeah, they don't do anything unless you got something in them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, there's 0.
Unless they've got stuff in them.
Right.
Prospector limpet engaged.
See if I do it.
Speaking of coughing, Cam, how are you and your wife doing there?
All clear. Whole house is clear again.
Asteroid scan
All
complete.
negative.
Wow, nice.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
What you need to do is if you had a Nora where you can pull it up, you can click on that ship button, you can go down here and you actually just pull it up on a big spreadsheet. And you
Asteroid
can see
scan
what you got
complete.
each weighing so much. And see if it's engineered to lightweight or whatever to reduce the weight down.
Yeah, export it right to Corollas.
Yeah.
You know the CG that got us our double engineered detail scanner? Back then, when we were searching for ammonia boats, I had it engineered where I was getting 80 light year jump range.
Not in that Corvette. You
Not
did.
the
Not
Corvette.
the Corvette, no, the Phantom.
So it don't matter.
I'm in my Phantom right now. Just wondering how I haven't been able to get it back ready. I can't remember what the hell I did.
Expired.
You took all the weapons.
78 for a high problem.
Oh, of course I know what it was. I imagine I had no shields,
Probably.
but that still only gets me to like 75. So,
Did you hear James?
but
78 is the highest I've got my Phantom 2. I've got a few, and one of them stripped down and got nothing on it. It's 78. It's got a tiny fuel tank.
You got a Phantom that goes 78? No kidding.
Programming limpet drone.
Wow.
Programming limpet
Yeah,
drone.
mine's pigged out, and I'm getting 30 something. But
what?
wow, I
You
didn't know
should
they get
get
that high.
a lot. Phantom's one of the
That's what you
fastest
got on
ships.
it.
You should have no problem getting into like around 70 if it's fully up
Prospector
and in.
limpet failed.
Oh, I tell you
Easily
what.
70.
Here's what you do. You
Electro
probably made a
limpet
video about
expired.
it, right? Why don't you go back in your little stash of videos, watch every video to see what you either put on it or took off of it.
I need to title my videos better than
47, my mistake. 47 is my pick. And
uh,
that's pigged out with with lasers.
Right, you got everything on it.
It's pigged out.
Asteroid depleted.
oh, that's why.
Vehicle hanger.
Limpet
you know.
controllers and
Well,
Programming limpet drone.
well,
They're not real
no
heavy.
Phantom down like nothing.
It's
Prospector
only
limpet
2 pounds.
failed.
You got a frame shift?
No, but I've got a class 5. It's engineered.
Prospector limpet engaged.
That's only 26 tons. Yeah, that's you know what? I think this one might be the double engineered from the last CG. I think so.
Programming
Yeah, it's real
limpet
light.
drone.
Yeah, that's the best ability you can get.
You didn't get it.
Huh?
You didn't get it.
It's
I
a
got
class 5. I got
I-
it from
I
no,
got 3
he's
of them.
talking about the last CG we had.
I got all 3 of them because I held on to top 10%.
He's a phantom. He uses the class 5.
Yes, but he's talking about the one that was on the CG
Yeah,
where you
engineering
were
I'm
your
talking about.
computer was broken.
Yeah, but
It's not the same. Nope.
What's different?
It's the same size, but it's extended long range and it's extremely light.
It's like 5 light years over the one you were able to get.
Yeah, no. You forgot. We had.
I have both of them, Phil.
I have the 5x light years. That way.
No, Philip, you're not understanding. The CG one that you got gets 5 light years less than the CG one from the latest one.
Okay.
It's
So
better.
No, that's what they said. It's
Oh, I
supposedly
have both, and
the
it is
best
true.
one. Yeah, I got all 3.
The new one has 5 more light years than the previous. Yep.
There was a 2, 3, and a 5, or a 3, 4, 5, or something.
Well, Phil has a 5 from a previous one. Okay, I've got that
Yeah,
5, and I've got the 5 from the most recent one, and the 5 from the
I
most
thought the
recent
one before that was the 6.
No.
No. Keep
was
going
5.
back. You have to go
All
back
right.
like 6 months or
Yeah.
so before Phil's
Yeah.
computer
Oh, well,
decided to let out the magic blue smoke.
I have no idea
yeah,
when
it's
that was.
over a year ago.
And
Right.
that's what Philip's gonna get in his head. Is there's been many CGs since he's been gone. Just because his computer come
That's
back
why I don't have
online
my
doesn't
vet
mean
yet.
that we all started where he was.
I don't believe they added another FSD that is strong, that's 5 light years higher than the old CG.
Well, they got a new
Makes
one.
no sense.
And I got a pretty gold Brewers emblem too.
Collector bit
How do
expired.
we stack up to the one you can buy the double engineering you buy from Mass Master?
I haven't really looked at it that way. I mean,
Double engineered? You mean like City Varsity plus Mass Manager, or
No.
No,
something
the one you
different?
can buy.
you
buy
can
double
at the
engineering.
human tech broker.
Yeah, but-
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So the one that Phil has, you can
gotta
buy
get
it.
on the Guardian Road for that, right?
No.
No.
No, you
Oh,
can
no?
just go to a human tech broker and buy it.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, really?
They added it
All right.
to the tech
You,
brokers.
there's a certain.
have to-
Oh, hold on a sec. Let me get you the cost. Because I've got.
Money is no object.
Oh, it's not money that it costs.
It's materials, yeah.
It costs 26 mechanical scrap, 22 germanium, 24 niobium, and 28 mechanical components. That's its cost.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Is that
It comes
do they
without.
show that on
it co-
Anera or anything?
It's just go to a human tech broker, and yes, it is
Yeah,
in
they-
Anara.
Okay. All right.
And so you pay that to the human tech broker, and it
Yeah.
appears in the inventory in that station
Yeah.
in your
Collector
storage.
bit expired.
Oh, okay.
At which point you can pick it up. You can then put Mass Manager on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
gotcha.
and that's basically what Phil has. The new one from the CG is better than that,
Right.
but you
Because
can't
it
buy
was
it
Supposedly
anywhere.
it was the best.
Because it was double engineered. And then you can go ahead and no, it was pre-engineered. Pre-engineered.
But it was, instead of being the way the other one was, which was double engineered, instead they went to grade 6 on the
Yeah.
distance. So it is flat out better.
Okay.
For distance anyway. It doesn't have some of the advantages the other one has, but it's a 6. You know, it's a grade 6 engineering. I mean, come on. The thing is, it's amazing.
But Mr. Phillip is going to have to stop
That's what's in my.
and
cave.
realize the stuff that he got is basically obsolete now.
Well, stuff for the power.
It's still better to stop.
That power generator. That's what
Asteroid scan
grade
complete.
3 we got from the Type 6 CG.
I don't know. We got power what did we get just the other day?
It was the
Power
same.
distributors.
Those were actually the same as the previous ones. We just got more of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that particular FSD from the CG, which of course you can't buy, it was only available through the CG. It was basically an engineering class 6.
Engaged.
They had class 6s as well.
Asteroid scan.
Which
Real
would be
light.
nice for my Corvette, goddammit.
Right. Well, no, not classic, but engineered out to grade 6 engineering.
They had class 6s too, right?
No, it was
Class
5
6s,
only.
yeah.
It was grade 5
Oh,
only.
okay.
You're confusing size and
Size
Yeah,
and
size.
engineering. And I know I'm flipping back. I flipped back a couple of times in terminology. So, what was from this most recent CG was a grade 5A FSD that was engineered out to out to what is it in engineering? Past 5, past what you can actually do. It's one more level beyond.
Okay.
And then you can put Mass Manager on it, and it's just forget it. You know, it blows the doors off the other one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, mine is just double engineered plus Mass Manager.
Right. So the other one is it's fast charge plus increased range.
Yeah.
That's the double engineering it has, and then you can put Mass Manager on it. Now fast charge does give you a slight boost to your range. Yes. This one is grade 6 increased range.
How much does grade the magical grade 6 above a grade 5 difference in range?
It's like 15 light years difference.
Wow. Okay.
It's big.
Yeah, that's insane.
So you know the other one is basic, or maybe it's only 10. But basically the fast charge gives you 5, and the extra grade gives you 10. So it's 5 more than you could get before.
Oh, okay.
But all I'm saying is that, you know, when we're talking about this shit,
Programming
it's a
limpet
total
drone.
different ball game, because while you've been gone, we've got
Programming limpet drone.
what was it, 2 sets or 3 sets? Of,
3 sets of the double engineered.
3s, 4s, and 6.
Limpet
Yeah.
engaged.
I mean, we've got so much junk since you've been gone. I mean, you'd have to go into Inara and just go back 7 months and see what you missed out.
What's the odds you're gonna have another CG for it?
No idea.
I mean, you missed out on having a carrier for 3.5 billion.
That really sucks.
Plus 30% off of modules.
Asteroid
Or
scan.
10, 50, 30, 10% or something off of modules.
Forget what it
Which is
was
your-
because it depended
yeah.
on. I forget what
The
how-
tier.
the tier we were in, because the tier determined the percentage, and I forget
Oh,
what
right.
it was. But I think actually it went all the way to the top, and we got 30% off.
Oh,
The only problem is it didn't do us who had our carriers.
Yeah, I know. It didn't for those of us who had carriers, it didn't do
Asteroid
anything for it.
scan complete.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
But for people like what was it, Cam, who didn't have a carrier.
No, Chris.
Oh, Chris. It was
I had
Chris.
my carrier.
It was Chris. Right. You're correct.
Chris had got
no,
the cheap carrier.
no.
No, I didn't get the cheap one.
Did you hear him over there, Grandma?
That's true.
Well, not long before they did that one.
Yeah, I know. It was like what, a week before.
No, it was a bit more longer than that one.
Programming
But
limpet
yeah.
drone.
And you know, there was also the Winky Cat that gave you a bunch of junk. It gave you
That was a good one. That's right.
a vulture and a clipper courier or something or other.
Courier.
Limpet engaged.
Yeah, that's the
So you
courier
know,
right
you
there.
miss so much
Asteroid scan
Okay.
complete.
that when we're talking, we may not be talking about in your time, Phil. We may be talking in our time.
Programming limpet drone.
And so, just, you know, before you want to start arguing, you need to find out the time frame.
I want a 90 light year jump range, what you would call, magic cannon, I think,
gets the fullest.
Well, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one.
I tried to clean it up.
Oh, okay. That's why I haven't heard that one. Now I know what one it is. Well, you know, life happens. You know, your computer went down for long enough that you missed out on a lot of good stuff.
I thought that
And lots of decals as well. Could have had lots of decals.
Yep, a
I
lot of
didn't
decal.
hear anyone making big noise online, so I didn't think anything was really gone down.
It's like every other week it's a phenomenal community for a while.
Oh god, it was a
and
month
not
straight, and
just
at
one.
McDonald's was a month straight.
Right, not just one. We may have two, and at one time we had 3 community goals going
Yeah.
because we had the two here, plus then Salvation
Stand
came
up.
in the back door, and we had 3
Acknowledged. Disengaging weapons.
CGs
Tell
going
us,
on
yeah.
at the same time.
Isn't that where you
Here's the
went,
galaxy
Chris, up
map,
there to
Commander.
shoot pirates or something? Or was that
It wasn't
Cam?
Chris, it was Meal. It was me, Cam.
Cam, yeah.
I
I'm sorry.
I went off shooting them early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because unfortunately,
You're carried.
which there was something was happening, so I started them early. Made $2 billion out that week.
Well, I tell you what they did. Somebody slipped up and posted it, but we couldn't sign up for it. But they posted it so we knew where the next CG was going to be.
Power to shields.
Routing power to shields.
Power to engines.
Not that bright.
Power to engines.
No, the only thing we did
Routing
was we
power
went
to
and got
engines.
250 million for the other side, which we
Didn't have a
couldn't
side.
get close to their mega ship to give it to them because
Bugger.
we did the
Waste.
shoot jack.
Yeah. As Ricardo found out. He went there, got shot at, got blown up.
Oh, there go all those mountains.
Yeah, that one CG lasted a week. Phil
Yeah.
and Cam turned in 1,500,000,000 worth of bounties, and the reward that he got was like 2 billion. So he made 3,500,000,000.
No.
Wasn't it?
I made 2 billion altogether.
Oh, 2 billion. All 500
for being,
million.
for being in the top 10 people.
Yeah,
Preparing
yeah.
for war.
I got another 500 million.
Okay.
But he was just,
Plowing through the bounties.
yeah.
And it helped I got some 35 million ones.
Yeah.
CGs.
But that was an on-foot one. That's what we keep saying. You can make some money on the on-foot ones. Get your butt handed to you until you learn how to fight.
I made over 2.5 billion just jumping and shit around the outposts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you have to stop and scan each dead body for the
No, you
No, you
don't.
don't.
No,
No,
you
you
don't.
don't. No,
Nope.
you don't.
Not in a combat zone. You don't have to do anything.
You
Just kill
stop
them.
scanning a body, your ass is dead.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh, so it's automatic in the combat zone?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, you want to kill the rocket launchers? They're 87,000 each time.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You want to kill them anyways, because one shot at them, one shot
There
at
goes
them,
your
and you're
shields.
usually gone. Grade 3, you'd be gone.
Grade 3 aren't, yeah, grade 3 suit, you're dead on one rocket
That's
launcher.
what I.
Yep.
That's the reason why I told
Grade
you.
5
You
too.
need to work on your suit. You need to work on your suit.
Every time I go down searching for materials, I find everything except the ones I need to upgrade my goddamn suit.
Well, go to Chaz the Great and buy him.
There you go.
I'm sure he'll love that.
Of course he will.
Yeah, he's telling you. He wants your money.
Of course you would.
But he's also one of the least expensive options.
Not only that, but he put the time and effort in to go get him. So either don't you be lazy and you go do it, or you go buy him. gave you options there.
Yep.
You can either do it yourself, which you need to do anyways. Because I don't believe you have the 10 turn-on missions yet, do you?
I think I have a few. I think I'm up to 3 of them.
Well, you got to finish that
I've-
off so you finish that
I've
engineer.
done like 30 turn-on missions, but most of that was in beta or alpha, rather.
Don't count
Which
in
don't
this game.
count.
Yep. Let's.
Oh, not only that, when you see it and it says 4, it actually means only 2.
2.
Which is one reason it's double counting.
Yeah. There's a
So
bug
you
in the
have, you
counting
have to wait
system.
till it says 20.
But I've been telling you, you need to work on your suit so that when the next on foot comes, you'll at least have a suit where you stand a chance. Now Trace does, but he's a little bit faster on the feet. And there at the very beginning, it was touch and go with that. And then he got his feet underneath him and he went to ramping it up.
I still could, with a grade 3 suit, I could still only get 6 mil instead of the 10 you can get with a grade 5.
Right.
But that's with a considerable amount of experience running around in a grade 3.
Right. Which will only make you better when you get your grade 5.
Yep. But it's going to be a long time before Angelo gets his grade 5 because next 3 months I'm going to be out here. But that's okay. You know, I'm choosing to do this because this is what I want. And I did completely execute one more loop of shame, but
They didn't fix this. It still doesn't tell you how many you turned on. Great.
Yeah, it does. Are you in the right thing?
Yeah.
disengage.
It says
Leaving hyperspace.
unchecked where you gained access to choose.
Oh, no, we said you had to go in your codex.
This is Flight Control. Considerate pilots are welcome, Commander.
And then take the number that you see in the codex and cut it in half. And that's what you've really done.
What is it? Search and rescues? Yeah, search and rescues. Settlement fires extinguished. Settlements rebooted. I've got like 3,196 that I extinguished. 96 settlements that I rebooted. And that's in search and rescue. And it gives you a total.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Deploy
Access
landing gear.
granted. Proceed to your allocated
Landing gear
pad, Commander.
deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
But I know you don't want to do them because you're not that good at it, and you know that you're going to have problems, but you're not going to go anywhere if you don't do them.
And you
But
will have
it's
problems,
308.
guaranteed. You know, there is a relatively steep learning curve for learning how to fight on foot in this game.
Did they at least get rid of all the bugs?
What bugs are you talking about?
All the bugs that breaks these missions.
No,
Bloody hell.
still some bugs there. A lot of these settlements now, when you go into them, there's always scavengers. Always.
Damn.
But they're easy, just kill them with your ship.
Yeah. Or access security
Landing
and turn them
successful.
off.
Solid approach.
No,
What
No.
can we do for you, Commander?
Scavengers.
Get,
They're criminals.
get turned off. They're NPCs.
No, you can turn off the
No, you
anti-personnel.
can't turn off the friggin' scavengers.
They're scavengers. They're
NPCs.
not. They're
Are
not.
like pirates.
Yeah. They're not
They're
base
not the guard.
personnel. They're not guards.
They're thieves like you. Except they.
Philip, wait.
Okay, you mean
Time out,
okay.
Philip.
What?
When you do that mission, turn on. All the power's off.
Yeah.
These scavengers are there when you either show up or right after you get there.
No, never mind. I know what I thought you meant something else.
That's what I figured, and that's the reason why I told you. Wait.
I'm sitting on a planet
Yeah, I was
minding my own
thinking
business.
you were talking about
What?
those sentinel things,
Nope.
like the Goliaths and stuff.
That's a total different mission.
Yeah, you mean the pirates and stuff.
Well, they're called actually scavengers, but yeah, pirates. I figured you could relate to pirates.
But they get called pirates as well in the game.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Scavengers, pirates, take this down, yeah.
Now, don't do that again.
But we got to where I've got a Diamondback and I've got advanced missile racks on it, and I take them out.
Yeah.
And I don't even set foot on the planet till they're all dead.
Well, at least the ones outside, anyway.
There aren't any
they're
inside.
Oh, okay.
See, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Cargo hold at
If
maximum
they're inside,
capacity.
they're part of the station force, and they won't be there at the same time as scavengers,
Okay.
unless you turn the power off at an active base. Then the scavengers turn up. Ask Chris about it. He does it all the time. Gets the defense force to fight the scavengers as he's running away with the power supply. Right.
But when you're doing a turn-on mission, there's nobody inside of them buildings except dead people.
Dead people and fires normally.
Yeah.
Oh, a turn-on mission, no. That's a reboot repair.
Reboot repair
Fires.
mission. Yeah.
So you need to start watching some videos and see what we're talking about, because you have no clue.
Just me.
Alrighty, at any rate, it is 10 o'clock on a work night, and I need to get to bed. So, at this point, I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. We got another 167 tons down, which is slightly above the rate we need to be working at, so that's good. So, let's see. For those that aren't also in the voice chat, Castle, thank you for joining us. I don't think Atlantis is in here. So Atlantis, thank you for joining us, and Kenny, thank you for joining us. In the voice chat, let me look over to here. We have Anthony, James, Hans, Cam, Lynn, and Philip. Thank you guys for joining me. It's great having you along as always. So, seeing as we're now getting into the actual work week, I will be back to my normal stream time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will be continuing that throughout the week. So that's all for now. This is Trace Majestus signing out.